Hello, y'all. My light's not on. There we go. Oh, great, and then it freezes. Why? Did you take my mouse this time too? Yep. Hang on, I gotta unplug something and plug it back in quickly, because I don't. What the? Sorry. I thought I fixed it before coming on. I got. Of course, I plugged it in somewhere hard to reach. My other hand in there, maybe. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Just the worst. And back in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace that at some point. Okay, now I got my mouse back, so I'll be able to get my camera back. I guess I'm just not gonna turn on the light because that seemed to do it. So it's just gonna be a lightless time. Hopefully I don't have to adjust this much, because it seems to not like me touching anything. But that just means I gotta fix my plug-in system at the back of my computer. Okay, anyways. Now that the technical difficulties are over, let's get to this. I have no idea what this is. It was recommended because it was similar to Return of the Obra Dinn, which was so much fun. So. Oh yeah, and it comes with an extra one. Okay, cool. Let's get going. Oh, of course now. That's turned too much. Ugh. Not that there's anything weird over there, but I like to be a little more central. Yay. Ooh, December 6th, 1998. It was right before
The
my 8th
plane that
birthday.
crashed last night just outside of
So
Pittsburgh is
loud.
now known to have been the private jet of the Roottrees Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottree and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
Oh my god, they said the name of the game! Crazy.
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news.
Sorry.
In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottrees company's lawyers are scrambling.
Oh, I bet.
Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for.
Okay.
I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees.
Yeah,
A
I just solved
genealogy
the
genie, as it were.
Obra Dinn. That was less genealogy and more what the frickin' poops.
I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Fail, game over. Alright. One of them is married. Okay. Yay! This evidence. The person who hired you gave you this photo with a note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottrees sisters. Got milk ad. Oh, this is the 90s. I've tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake mustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. The ad's copy reads, "You might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognize our name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a Roottrie is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it. I mean, anywho." Okay. I don't see how that's gonna help me. I mean, obviously they were all like modeling, but like, were all of them doing that? Okay. Mysterious person showed up at your door. This list was provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need it to fill in the family tree. Uh-huh. Oh my god, there's so many Roottrees. Well, they're all gonna be women, so thank goodness that's separated. Well, except the husband of one. Okay, so those are the two pieces of evidence I have. I gotta do the internet. Ah! Oh, it's so nostalgic. Gosh dang. Create notes quickly by highlighting text with your mouse. Cool. I guess. There are a lot of obituaries that focus on the Roottrees sisters' modeling careers. You also come across. Oh, it's just gonna kind of. Oh, that's fine. You also come across an unofficial Roottree fan site, seemingly curated by a teenager. It's neon pink with purple text, and hard to read until you highlight the words. Oh, yep. Capturing the vibe very well. The young webmaster writes, Rayna, I'll just say Rihanna. Rayna is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. Okay, so now we know. Rayna. Yeah, they're going by. Where's Rayna? And TMS. Riley's the smart one. Rose is a middle child like me. So Rose and Riley. Rose. Is Rose not actually named Rose? So Riley's the youngest one. Okay. Okay. Right, Riley's the youngest. That's what I put. Yeah, okay. So oh god, Rose's name might not be Rose. You might think they are rich just because they are models, but their dad is also the president of the candy company, and their mom Brenda is a fashion designer. They do modeling for her brand, Root. I eat root tree candy all the time. My favorite are maple crisps, and try to dress in plaid root clothes like Riley does in most of the posters. She's wearing plaid then. So, Riley is in most of the posters. And ears pierced like a rose. Okay, so Riley. Oh, I have to actually grab them. Okay. Oh, right, now what did I... Now I got distracted and the ADHD made me forget the information I needed. Plaid goes with Riley. And piercings go with Rose. Plaid is Riley. Piercings, Rose. So that makes the oldest one this one. But also, so... There's no Rose, so it's gonna be... Junior Miracle. Yeah, cool. Then, the website's author continues to talk about her own life and what she likes about Root, but none of it is relevant. Hi, Buttlord. Love ya. Thanks for coming in and solving some mysteries with me right at the beginning. You haven't missed much because I have ADHD. What was I going to search? See? Oh yeah, I need to find roses. So that means I'm going to have to look up, like... Do we have... No. Oh, my note page. No. What's this? It's hints. Okay. Let's look up... Brenda. Okay, then maybe just root. Oh, there's a dot in it when... Is this not... Oh no, a magazine. Is this not what it is? Oh, wait. No, yeah, Root was the magazine. And it was Root sugary candy. Okay, mixed in with the recent news of the plane crash, there are a lot of results for Roottrees' extremely popular candy products. Their official website is unstable due to the traffic it has been receiving. However, you find a direct link to the history section that managed to work momentarily. The Roottree Candy Company was founded by Elias Roottree. No, great camera. Now you're going to spaz out for a bit. I just fixed you. Don't do anything weird. Don't make my mouse stop working, please. You're up. Should be fine. You should be okay. Stop spazzing, bud. Well, it'll just have to... Yeah, you guys just have to deal with it. Me when I try to be professional. Oh! After I find out how much it's going to cost me to fix my car, I might have money left over to buy a new camera. Oh, maybe. And maybe a real microphone so I don't always have to wear a headset. But I mean, it is easier. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably not the whole microphone part. But a camera, I definitely need a new camera. You were supposed to be good enough. I guess it was for a while, but, you know. For the reasons that aren't explained on the page, it has no CEO and no stockholders. It's simply run by a president with input and votes from extended family. Okay, so Elias and Gwyneth. So I'm guessing she was Gwyneth Anderson. The Anderson Maple Farm. No CEO, blah, 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 including Carl Roottrie, who, despite his death, is listed as the current president. Okay, the product that put them on the map were 5 pieces, maple candies of 5 different flavors, crispy, crackly coating, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, then I gotta go. Clothing? There we go, Jesus. They make clothes for children, from toddlers to teenagers. Let's see, I need Rose's real name. Does release 2 catalogs. The site says this was the only time her daughter was ever listed with her birth name, Carly Roottree. So this is Carly Roottree. Right, by last name. Carly Roottree. Okay, and they're all models, I'm assuming still. Like this wasn't some really old thing and they've all grown up and gotten real jobs. Well, not real jobs, they have real jobs. No, wait, I wanted to find out her husband. Come on. Yeah, well, I wanted to. You didn't give me a chance. That's upsetting that it doesn't let me do that.
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired.
By the way, this is in 1998, so that's why everything's kind of...
The reward...
Oh. I wanted to let the voice actress read that. The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch.
The Roottrees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting.
I love that.
Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing.
I'm doing my own family
tree right now.
But
I'm
sure
you'll be fine.
Crazy. Really
the man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives.
That can still get very complicated, okay?
Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can lead to useful discoveries.
Yeah, well, you should also let me fill them in, even if I've done the thing you wanted me to do. Jesus.
Lastly, you now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable Roottrees.
Okay.
Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree.
Okay.
I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
Okay. Do I get to go back and do the husband? Jeez. Oh my god, what?
Sorry, one last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Roottrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank
So
you.
then which one's
and
the
good
real
luck.
one working for the Roottrees, huh? Now, go back down. We know that's Carl Roottree. I think. That was Carl, right? Carl's name? So about names and remembering mostly anything. Okay, cool. Yeah. I want to go down here. What's this? But would this be the picture for the spouse or like another photo of her? Okay, well. Alright, here. TMS. Who is TMS? So. Okay, where's S? TMS. It would have to be probably. Thomas Sheridan? I'm guessing. Okay, so we. I don't like that spouse doesn't get like a picture or anything. I know that they're not like the people we're going for, but like they're people too. Jeemers. Okay, let's. Yeah, we're gonna go through some evidence. News alert. True sisters and their parents died in a plane crash on December 6, 1998. That evening, a shadowy figure, blah, blah, blah. Notable Roottrees. Okay, that's just... Notable Roottrees. Easy to find online. Gotcha. I don't want to... No, I don't want to use... I just want to... Okay, that's just how many things. I was going to use the magnifying glass, but I guess that's not. The original creator had 5 children. Alright, we are going to read those a little more in depth later. For now, we know this is Carl Roottree. And Brenda. Rafferty Roottree. Having a hard time with the alphabet, am I? No. The Brenda White. Did she never change her last name? Brenda Roottree. It even says in here that her name is Brenda Roottree. Okay, stumble across an auction for a black and blue dress that said Brenda White original. The auction describes it before Brenda became Brenda Roottree and started designing clothes for you. So it is Brenda White. She must never have actually changed her name. Now he is a president. Oh, well. I'm guessing 5th. I don't have a picture of him yet. Public library periodicals. No. Oh. Watchman of the Year. His great-grandfather before him. I'll search it here. Okay. Business Watch magazine. It's a magazine focused on companies, CEOs, and the economy. They've been around for over 100 years in one form or another and will often write about major changes in management and at famous companies. Every year they offer an award to a prominent businessman. God, I can't get comfy. They call this Watchman of the Year. You find for a few Elias and Carl. Business services. I'll find their pictures. So it was him and his great-grandfather. So Carl. This would be Elias. Yes. Gwyneth or Gwendolyn or Gwen? We're just gonna leave that for now. Okay. Back down here. That periodical. Yeah, I wanna. Where do I find? I need to get pictures of these guys. Okay. Like, would they have magazines there? So. In 87 or 30s. Can I put? No, because then. Grrr. Where do I find pictures of people? Okay, so Gwen is not Gwyneth. So she would be Gwendolyn? I'm not gonna make assumptions this far. This soon in. I can't. Brain today. I was shepherding goats yesterday, and today I was dog sitting. And I'm just tired. Okay, let's go to Elias and Gwyneth Roottrees. This is my notebook, but like, I know that, yeah. So I can just like, okay. Let's, okay, wait, we don't need a occupation for the spouse, which is good. Just need a freaking photo for him. So his parents, who are his? Well, then it said Elias and Gwen. So let's. Grrr. Okay, let's do Elias Roottrees next. Oh, I didn't mean that. Is it printing? I didn't know it could print. I'm surprised. I don't have anything to drink here, do I? No, I have a little water. Okay. I'm gonna go get a bevy in a few minutes here. I should have grabbed it before I started, but I wasn't even thinking. I was just like, oh, I really want to play this game, but I also really want to stream it, so I have to get on now. Because I wish I streamed Return of the Obra Dinn. It was so fun. My brain just was... I also wish my camera would stop glitching. I'm serious. I'm like having a conniption about things going wrong today. You know what? Hang on a minute. I have to just put... okay, it'll be better if I write it down physically. Write a reminder for myself to look into a new camera. Because mobs. Where's... I really neon thread. My pen, there it is. New camera. Cool. I'm still upset it's doing it today, though. You son of a bitch. Urgh. Usually if I push the cord in, it stops it, but it's not stopping it today. I gotta... Oh well. Like, it's like I need an epilepsy warning on it because of this thing. You know, I'm not having a good time with it. God, I'm showing my Streamlabs. Can't do that. Okay, put this. Are you gonna do like you used to do and stop if I press you in there? No. Shoot. Yep. That's upsetting. And I don't even like a backup, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have something else I can just throw in that's shitty, but at least not strobing at you guys. Anyways, just gonna play the game. We're gonna get a new camera. It's gonna be fine. Okay. You find essentially a propaganda site. Okay, good. It does add pictures with there's pictures. There's a picture of him and his wife, Gwyneth, which would be my printer. Oh, it's just added to my evidence. Okay, this game's handy dandy. There they are. Aren't they cute? Boop and boop. So we know that's the founders. Milady and Milord. I would guess he would be president first. Because that's... And what, wife? Baby. Do they have, like, stay-at-home mom? I mean, I don't know if that's what she did, Ash. I'm sure she had a thriving career. I'm sure... Oh, there's housewife. Okay. So if she was a housewife, there is that. Oh. Okay. Back to the interwebs. There's also a biography section. Elias is credited for inventing 5 pieces. Before that, the farm he inherited only produced syrup. Make a lot of things with syrup. Candy, good option. Elias spent time and energy on cementing his reputation as a family man. He is quoted on the site as saying, "Blood is thicker than syrup." And that any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy. He doesn't realize how out of hand that can get in a couple of generations. That's so many people. They don't prove it. The site enthusiastically claims that he's made good on that promise, but offers no additional detail. There are a few more quotes about, pardon me, Elias from a book called Family Man, The Roottrees Legacy by Bess Williams. Which is gonna highlight. Yeah. You can go away now. To say they are biased is a massive understatement. No shit. Below that, there's a long list of accomplishments, then awards, and one stands out. Like his great-grandson, Carl, Elias was voted Watchman of the Year. I know! I get that. That's not a helpful thing. It's not as helpful as you guys think. Okay, we know the 5 pieces are like the 5, because he has 5 children's. Manchester created 5 children. 5 flavors, because the original inventor had 5 kids. Awesome apple. Bad blue raspberry. Why would you say bad blue raspberry? That's the bad one. Cool chocolate. So strawberry. Power plum. Radical new flavors because it's no longer the 1920s. What even is an elderberry anyways? Look, elderberry's really good. Why it says this, so I feel like that's important. From the magazine Teen Blast. I don't know if that's gonna be. The same as back then. But back when? Because it's not the 1920s. When did this start? Because now it's the 90s. Founded in 1908, so the original flavors were different 5. But, hang on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Did anybody else have 5 children exactly? No. Okay. Cool. Ooh, top secret. Oh. Ooh. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Okay. No. Okay, but we are gonna put in. Where's me notebook? There we go. No copy. Can I go to the library? Like, is that an option? No? I feel like if I could go to the physical library, that would be helpful. Because apparently... Okay, so we can't get that, even though it was mentioned. Oh, nice. Oh, that was already the one. Before marrying, she was Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers, so as the oldest sister, she was to inherit the Anderson maple farm, so long as she married. Before Elias took over, the farm produced only syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. The success was not immediate until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. The website, blah, blah, blah. According to their website, there are still daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off many of the turn-of-the-century appliances Gwyneth would have used as a housewife. So housewife was correct. I mean, I was just guessing because of the year. But, you know, you never know. Or would this be like founder? No. President, I guess maybe the first. Unless it wasn't until later that they started doing that. But you know what? We're just going to leave President the first for now. How do we find their kids' names? Elias Roottrees. Kids? No. Okay, thank you. No, okay, wait, who was the next on the list? Notable Roottrees. Gwyn Roottree. Okay. I find some information on my website about old films that are not yet available on VHS. This site is not well organized and your search is broken. And the search is broken, but you can get individual pages from your search engine. Gwyn Roottrees is a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. So that would be one generation ago-ish. She often appeared in the tabloids, especially on the time of her highly publicized divorce. Oh. Divorce. Okay. So there's a couple spots that could be her. I'm not sure about here because that feels like it would be too long ago. So if they're this age and it's the 90s. God, I'm bad at math on the fly. Teenagers and they're in the 90s, and then it's the 90s. And we're gonna guess that their parents are both 40, 50s, so they would have been 50s. So that would have been, yeah, I mean, it might have been her. Here, him, her, him. Yeah, they don't say. Okay. Oh, right, their star's actually on the chart. Okay, so that's a star with a divorce. This is Quebec. Okay, that's the only star divorce. Oops, I didn't do the picture thing. Star divorce. Win. She was an actress. It says she was granddaughter, so that makes sense. She was an actress. She was married to someone who she got divorced from. It was a pretty well publicized divorce, so we should be able to find that somewhere. Biggest role was in the minor hit movie Guys Like Us. She left Hollywood after the flop of Christmas Mission. There was a widely circulated picture of Gwyn from behind the scenes for movies, which you added to your evidence. She shouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was rare. I mean, not that rare. But it doesn't say who she was married to. We put up Guys Like Us. Two secretaries cut their hair short and pose as businessmen, starring Leslie Florence and Harrison Lane. The title is a play on words, as it can be read that the two women are men similar to other men, or that men can be fond of them. Guys Like Us. Harrison Lane. Are those names on here at all? No. So it wasn't either of her co-stars. Never know. Now I'll look up. Okie dokie. It was a flop, it was a war movie, but World War I. Released in 1955, that received poor reviews. She was a soldier's wife, wrote on letters from home. The movie was marketed as an incredible true story, but no record of the events happening has ever been found. Okay, that gives me nothing. Okay. Who was next on that list? Red Roottrees. Aloysius Herring Roottrees, aka Red, was an appointed judge and politician who earned his nickname ironically because he was the ambassador to Ireland for only about 6 days. He served what some people contend is the shortest term in history. A few days after he was appointed, he was heard disparaging his position and the Irish people. He then tried to run for state senate. He claimed to be related to the Roottrees Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that the last name was nearly a coincidence, and he was defeated in a landslide. So is he... Shut up, he's a red herring. I'm upset about that one, okay? You got me. Frickin' red herring Roottrees. You dicks. If he does turn out to be related to them on this, I'm gonna be upset about that, okay? You can't do that to me. Okay, Jim Roottrees. Okay, wait, hang on. But is, like, okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many of these have stars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there only 7? Like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, yeah, easy as a red herring. God damn it. Yeah, you son of a bitch. Okay, Jim Roottrees. James Roottrees is a singer who sings in the duo Jim and Diamond with his wife Diamond LaRue. The duo, according to many sources you find, is considered a one-hit wonder due to the disco song Rollin' On Down to the City. It's now in your evidence folder. Let's look at it quick. Down to the city, this one. Oh. Cute. Okay. Okay. Although Jim writes the majority of the songs, plays the guitar, and often sings, Diamond is considered by fans to be the band's lead singer. Oof. The band never had another hit, but has its fans, who refer to themselves as Diamond's Dazzlers. The rest of their music is more folksy and acoustic than one song they were known for. Jim and Diamond have continued to release music through the 80s and early 90s. Others are Cherry Tree, Sound of Laughter. Jim has become a bit of a recluse and hasn't made a public appearance since 1996. Okay. Let's look up Diamond LaRue. Okay, it's just the same one. Look up. Oh yeah, I have Rolling On Down to the City. Papa. So they... Oh no, there's a whole top 20 hit for a few weeks. According to their liner note, it satirizes how a part of society was content to remain indifferent to economic inflation and civil unrest in the Middle East, unless pop culture tricks them into caring. Eye roll. Heavy. Somewhat ironically, blah, blah, blah. Wait. Pay attention to the lyrics enough to trick them into caring. Instead, most of its play came from roller discos. Yeah. It's a product of its sign. It doesn't get much play anymore. Ah, here we go. The imagery is from... I had to say it on the thing. It's from an auction for a sealed copy. It has a sticker that says, "Only the great-grandson of Elias Roottrees could make disco this sweet." It is credited to Peter Janowicz from MMM. Okay. The great-grandson of Elias Roottrees. So, it's going to be in this row. So it's either... Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, that would be Carl. So I thought it was going to be Carl's father. It's here. Was it Elias? No, not Elias. What was the name? I'm so bad. James, Jim, Jimmy Boy, and Diamond. I'm on the wrong one again. I'm losing it. Okay, James Roottrees. And now is she going to be under LaRue? Did she... There we go, Diamond. Now would the occupation... Would it... Would it be musician? Or did he do something else? Did I miss something? Yeah. Why is it still so flashy? Usually you calm down by now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Booyah. I still need a picture for you, Carl. Which is weird that there's no picture for Carl yet. You know what I mean? Oh. Forgot to put her name in. Windlin. Okay. Oh. That's good to know. And most recent occupation. Then wouldn't she not be a Roottrees? She's an Anderson, was it? Yes. Okay. That's what I was missing. That's why her name wasn't there. Okay. Who was the next one on that list now? Lauren Roottree. Oops. Life between wars. A distant relative of the Roottree sisters. A distant relative. So we're talking, you know, one over here. One of the second, third cousins, you know? But I mean, I don't know what people consider distant. What's distant? According to the website about famous authors, in the early 1960s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Rafferty, to little fanfare. When her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted she release them under her original name, Lauren Roottree, to take advantage of a family's notoriety. I gotta go get a drink. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, if I'm gonna be reading this much, I need... Get a little water. Oh, I gotta clean up my fridge. I forgot to get food today. I don't have much good stuff in there. Alright. The selection of diary entries and diary entries released in 1965 as a life between wars, spans from the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with the post-war world as a young widow and mother, as well as her perspectives on changing times and socialites all the way through the entry into Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to I don't need to read this. After the success of her diaries, her publisher released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottree, which then gained popularity, creating what fans refer to as the Court Jester series. So Lauren is retired. She was writing in the 60s. So, oof, it's a hard placement. Distantly related. So it would probably be this one, right? Let's just plug her in here for a minute. Lauren. Now she's currently retired. Is that an option on here? No. So then writer. No. Author. Author. Don't know the spouse name yet. Oops. Back to the internet. From the untimely death of her husband. Cool. So I need to look. A life between wars. Bam! Oh, God. Got a lot of reading to do over here now, I guess. Alright, we got A life between wars. Guessing that's her and her husband. You know, don't want to make assumptions. But I think I can put her in here. Below are notes and observations you made while skimming. Learn Roottrees on the notable blah blah blah. The book was published in 65 and consists of her diary entries from 40 to 65, the most important event. Sorry, Jesus. Ugh. The most important event that much of the diary and Lauren's thoughts revolve around was the loss of her husband. I don't know why I was reading that and my brain was just not okay with that sentence. Jacob died in the final months of World War II while she was pregnant. So her son is Clark. She was the granddaughter. We already know where she sits, I'm pretty sure. Her mother's family is called the Cossells. Okay, so her mother's family was the Cossells. Cosell. Her father, who she always referred to as Pop, was the head lawyer for the Roottrees gang. They're called the Clanced Trust. He was a lawyer. I'm gonna put that in at least. Yeah. Lawyer. And I think the Clanced Trust. So we could probably. It's gonna be one of these. I'm gonna guess Clancy Edward, which would make this Clancy Jr. And then her. Oh. What was her maiden name? It was in the write-up, but. Or not her maiden name, her married name, Jacob. So I gotta go back here. Rafferty. Jacob Rafferty. Rafferty Jacob. Okay. Pretty sure that's correct. And then it said about her son. Where? Was it in here? Right, Clark. So that's gonna be Clark Rafferty? Yeah. Okay, it's clear from the context that the Roottrees have internal shorthand names for the different generations of their family. Lauren uses them often, 5 pieces. The first generation, Lauren's father was in that generation. Next generation, Lauren's generation. The free spirits, the generation after Lauren's. The free spirits. Okay. That makes sense. With, Diamond in there. Okay. Got it. And then the next one that we got from that was this one. Lauren's diary. Okay, we got it first. Boop, 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 boop. Lauren's diary contains some labeled picture. This is the 5 pieces. So we can guess. The order. Sorry, they do. Siblings are oldest to youngest. Alright, sorry for you guys, oldest to youngest. So the youngest will be that tiny child. Right there, baby. But the rest, I mean, I can't really tell age from that. This picture was famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. What? Shouldn't it be oldest to youngest? On the left. I don't. Is she just on the wrong one? Did I put her in the wrong spot? No, that's... Oh, I could have her in the wrong spot. This could be her here. No, because then, like, that's not distant enough related. Okay, I'm gonna try moving him over. It's gonna be Mr. Man here. And, senior to the junior. Lawyer. Did it say that she had siblings? And that was Sarah Cassell. Move you over. Okay. Now we're gonna move her over. It said she never had... Okay, yeah, she also never had any children. I feel like that's not, like, distantly related, though. Am I crazy? Laura Roottrees. Yeah, I did put her in the wrong spot. Music's fun. That is the lady.
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going.
And
Carl's
straight.
office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes. But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottrees reunion.
Oh,
I also
nice.
found some important-looking papers. You've
Okay.
traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
Okay. Ooh, oh, I'm gonna make noodles tonight. I was just thinking, like, all of my, like, quick make stuff needs milk, and I didn't pick up milk today. I have frickin' ramen. And, oh, hey, shoo! Hey, shoo! Hey, shoo! And the makin's for pho, and, I mean, I'm too lazy to make my tofu tonight, but, you know. Okay, now where were we? Oh yeah, I have to keep fixing the tree. So now it's... I'm gonna switch that back to unknown. That's not Clark. Pardon me, we gotta move Jacob Rafferty over here. Rafferty, ooh, Rafferty LaRue's. Oh, what are we getting into there? I missed Rafferty, it's up here. Jacob Rafferty. His picture is that one. Do we have a different picture of her? And then this was Clark or Rafferty. Okay. Got that one. So this one is still the small child. Okay. So we figured this. I still don't have a freaking picture of this one. Oh wait, we just got that. Duh. Who's it? Okay. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well. Anja and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it. And the 3 of us were all about the same age. That's why. Okay. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well, to say the least. Eventually, I suppose, to stop the tantrums, they posed in front of the camera with Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. I found out years later that they never even took a second photo. Dicks. In which there was Aunt Gwendolyn. Ellis Lawrence, Aunt Gwendolyn. Okay, so the Gwendolyn is in this row. And that was Miracle. It's taken in 1935 to celebrate the move to the newer house that Eli Jr. designed. Is that him in the background there? I don't know, maybe. There's also someone here. Do I get a picture of them? No? Okay. He's just in front of the camera with Mr. Morden. He's there with Aunt Gwendolyn. Okay. Okay, at least we know his name. This guy's name. He's not a lawyer. Well, he might have been, but this is Miracle Roottrees. Then there's gonna be Miracle Jr. And there's gonna be okay. Cool. That's all we'll get for now out of that one. Oh man, something added to this. Oh, okay. An entry entitled complaints. Oh, there's okay. I get it. I get how this is working now. I didn't see those before. My camera's kind of like right in front of those. This entry seems to focus specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwen, who's on the notable Roottrees list. That was her aunt, so it's one of the first generation, the 5 pieces. Seems everyone had something to complain about. Gwen wasn't. Gwen. Oh no, it was like Gwendolyn or whatever. Aunt Gwendolyn. Gwen, as an only child, complained of loneliness. Right? Don't I already have Gwen on there? Yeah, Gwen. Complained of loneliness. Doesn't she look an awful lot like Diamond LaRue? But that would be... No, we're not going to look at that right now because that doesn't matter. Gwen is an only child complaining of loneliness. I told her that being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. So those are all boys. Oof. And one of them is a Clancy Jr. During the summer where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot, I hoped she would be the sister I never had, and that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the 2 of them. What a mess. But she could have just complained to her I was the lucky cousin. Now she's off, living the glamorous life, while I'm stuck here with Clark. I must admit seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me even now from my coffee table. She gets to be in starlet and tell tales of how she gallivants around the world, kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. She's the first Roottree woman to be anything other than a housewife. Oh. And I'm jealous. You're an author. If I were not a single mother, could I make my own way in this world? So we can guess that the whole 5 pieces generation is housewives for the women. But I'm off topic. A girl with all the luck in the world is jealous of me, and now, though I have been undoubtedly burdened by terrible tragedy, I am also lucky to be born into a family that can support me for eternity. I can raise a child without worry, unlike countless other widows. If any of them were to hear me complaining, they would rightfully scoff, just like I do at Gwen. Honesty, written in 1958, the day her grandfather Elias said he would step down as president. I wish I'd been a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everybody got quite heated. Granddad was furious none of his sons would take over as president, but that's what he gets for holding on to it for so long. With architects, preachers, and lawyers, nobody's got time for candy. So with the 5 pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us next gens. Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family since we still have the Roottree name. But didn't one of the husbands take the wife's name to keep Roottree? Anyways, I'm not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who was volunteered. So Clancy is the 2nd president? Oh, no. Instead, it ended up going to Zach. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn five-piece. Is a Zach. So the firstborn son. So this is the firstborn five-piece. But it could have been a daughter and then a son. God darn it. Highlight. Thank you. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company, but Granddad has always had very particular views when it came to his bloodline. I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach, and I'm next oldest of us all. But he just laughed. I'll never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, countered back maybe they wanted it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. It's a good comeback. Okay, so but Zach is second president. When we find him, we know his job. Okay. Sam. From a previous entry, you learned that Elias Roottrees had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time, Lauren writes. Gwyneth. Which is... she's been wanting it. Right? Who would it be to her that's like not to him the same? I don't know. Why Sam? I have so many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two, but I was told trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. And I'm the only one to realize. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwyn's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages, they're both boys, trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. Uncle Junior and Patsy. Oh, Uncle Junior and Patsy. So that would be Uncle. Is there a junior to Elias Jr.? I know it won't be this one, but Elias Jr. Okay. So it's probably this Elias Jr. is probably firstborn. I don't know. Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year at the reception. When I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said that it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, E.C. and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. He was an Anderson. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother. Well, they may be brothers. I don't know. Even chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Why is Granddad making an exception now? I don't know. One of the final entries, called Clark. Clark's getting married, and in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18, for God's sake, and Danielle isn't much older. We got a Danielle. I don't know her last name, though. But openly confronting them would make me a hypocrite. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. The only one who has any sort of discipline is Carl, but that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. So this would be Clancy Jr. Sent him to the academy. But maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. As for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart, is based on the pirate stories I used to invent when I met with Jacob when we were walking in the woods. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. Even my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president after all, and his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Okay, so hang on. Zach goes with a sister. So it is younger sister. Job raising her twins. They both have 2 kids. Which ones are twins? Twins. Okay. Gwen is Gwen, but at least she came out of the divorce with her head held high. She even told us she might come home next year so we can meet her kids. As free spirits in any other family, they'd all end up on the streets, even Clark. Okay, we did all of that. Let's do this. Vote for Stephanie Jones. City Council. I don't know. Seemed personal. It's a flyer about a candidate for a local office. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least. But in her words, it was still full of love. And now 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, mentioned, love is our future. Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity. Wait, hang on. Stephanie Jones. Publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflicts spread to the next generation. CM. Okay, so one of his siblings, I'm guessing. CM. Could it be Clark? Then had a kid who is Stephanie? Stephanie, what's her name? Jones? Maybe. Get out of my face. Oh yeah, I guess it would be Rafferty? Okay, maybe not then. Okay, that only has one. There's one at the bottom.
We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the sea.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab myself a bevy. Ow, Jesus, Fred. I got this blood orange creamsicle liqueur. I just taste like blood orange juice. Mm. Mm. No additional things. This is just a one, yeah. I pulled the water damage picture of the free spirits out of the frame. This fell out too. Couldn't make the reunion. Wishing you well from Paris, Gwyn and the boys. Do we have Gwyn? That's a good song. So this would be an alternative photo for Gwyn. Did we figure out her husband's name? And I just forgot to put it in there. And then the boys. But I don't know which one's which yet. Film school. Well, guess we'll find out when we find out which one went to film school. Oops. Son. To Carl and Brenda. Sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's traditional to have it as soon as possible. But Ernie, more than anyone, I gotta get the ice around this better. More than anyone else on Earth knew how busy your child could be. I enclosed a sheath of candle, identical to ours, if you'd like to pay your respects, though it's not expected for those outside the faith to do so. Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family. Where's Ernie? Did we put Ernie on here? Wait, because that's Elias. That was a miracle. Okay. This one. Not only for his family, but his family's legacy, he had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did together. As well as how Carl carried on for him after taking over Ernie. As for myself, it is impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bills. Though we caught it too late for him to get on the donor list, the company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust, and that it was no coincidence that it happened shortly after your visit, Brenda. Is Brenda the wife to Carl? Yeah. Until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. So Ernie, Debbie, had Nicole. This is Debbie, Nicole. We'd never have done that. Okay. I'm guessing that's an only child. So it would be... It's probably this one. This is probably the kid. And this is the mom. And they didn't want to... No, because that would be Ernie. I don't know, man. That one just seems like the one that they would have to fight to get included. Or here. Oh, cute. I don't know. Some pictures. Woo. That one looks like, what's her name on the political lady? For 20 years or so, the Roottrees would hold a big reunion and recreate an old family photo. This is the one from the 70s, and Carl's the teenager in the middle. this one. One that looks pretty fancy. Pretty styling. So this one? Oops. Is that the one I picked? Yeah. Sorry about the water damage. Oh. Maybe like where? On the back of the photo, child's writing. Ooh. Bonnie. Next President Guy Hudson. Ernie Jr., Caroline, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrees, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. They're obviously not in order. God dang. But at least we know. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There is an extra person. Which might be her. But I don't know. This one. Let's get this guy. Bam, bam. Okay, the next generation. So that's that one after the 5 pieces. An attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo with our generation. For old time's sakes, we gathered at the warehouse on the warehouse floor. I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left. Since to me he looked a lot like Pop did in the old one. But I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together, so we clumped up in the middle. Let everyone filter in behind and in front of us. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwyn. Okay, Gwyn's not here, but so Lauren. Okay, so that'll be Lauren in there. There she is. Which picture is it? I'm bad at this. Okay, yeah, it is the one I thought it was. I don't want to go just doing wrong things. Okay, so these are the brothers. So this would be her youngest brother. I am assuming probably correctly. Oh God, which young man is it? Is it this one? No. This one? Yeah. And then it's probably blonde boy and then mustachio man. Just a rough estimate. There we go. Okay. And then there's 2. 1, 2. Just a wee baby one. Let's see. Where's the old one? Get out of here. Why are you in the way? Where? Ah, yes. Because he looked like him. Which one? Eli. So that is Eli in the middle. Oh, come on. Which one is it? Because that is the one who looks... Hang on. Okay, Clancy. Ooh. Is their father. So that should be Eli. But I don't know which Eli. We're gonna go Elias C because he probably has Clancy as his middle name. we didn't want to. None of us understood why, including Sam. I also didn't think it fair Miracle made it in, since he's technically a 5-piece. I guess my inner child still holds a grudge even after all these years. That's Miracle as an adult. Yeah, 'cause yeah. I'm gonna put the other one on here. And then I'm guessing this is Miracle Jr. or something. Whatever kid this is, because he's only got one with him. Is one of the Miracles one of the notable Roottrees? Yeah, Miracle Jr., baby. So that's gonna be Miracle Jr. right here. And then he would have had Miracle the Third. Oh my goodness. Hold up. November Roottree. November's a name. So this, it says November. So she's November. Because childish print writing. Don't know where she belongs, but she's somewhere on there. Okay, now which one still has a, I guess let's go here. Let's look up Miracle Jr. Why does it still have a mark on it? Do you guys see it? It's behind here? No. I'd already looked at that. Anyways. Okay. Oh. He's a televangelist. He's part of the Miracle Network. He used to have a show that aired, blah blah, according to the website Clergy Watch. He was exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public. In 1979, when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. A news expose revealed it was his wife, Edith's sister, in disguise. The author also mentions that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. Oh, Lord. So, Miracle Jr. had a wife. What was it, Edith? Oops, I meant online. Edith. So, I don't know her original last name, but maybe there's only one Edith. So there's an Edith Jacobson. Come on. No more Ediths. Come on, no more Ediths. Nice. No more Ediths. Okay. Where was she? Jacobson. I don't think televangelist is going to be on here. Preacher, I guess, would be. What is the frog in my throat today? Oh my god. The next thing I drink is going to be tea. He has since lost his television show and instead goes on tour across the United States. So I guess actor, entertainer, con man, the actor. Could it be? I don't want to call him a preacher, but that's probably the closest answer we'll get. I gotta figure out his job. Now, is it Sam short for Samantha or Samuel? Or this Sam? That could be Sam. That could be Sam. That could be Sam. I don't know. Oh, I think about her on here. Yeah, I'll pull up the same thing. It didn't add a periodical. Clergy watch. I don't know, man. Doing my best here. Oh, same thing. Maybe Miracle Network? Ah, here we go. Oof. It's a production company run by the Miracle Roottrees estate. It's quite bare bones. Witness the testimonies of the Miracles Roottree. Miracle Roottree arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Eliza, and Gwyneth named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sister by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the final child of its generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still, with the power of God on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications and even regained his sight. To spread the healing word of the Almighty, he did not. 23 years later, Miracle Roottrees Jr. arrived, and he became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. Jesus, at 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottrees name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Via the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel across the entirety of New England. He has since left the life of glamour and glitz behind to reach those places that need it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. Oh, great, and there's a flyer. Ah, this has to go. Why is it still here? How do I get rid of this? I don't want it. Maybe if it didn't cover things up. Whatever, where's the flyer? Can I go side to side? Can I move this? Is there no... Stupid. Where is it? Where is it? It's probably a second on something. Is there one I just can't see? Oh, it's up behind this. Ah, stupid way of doing that. Witness the power of the Lord. Awful. Featuring a testimony from world famous Miracle Jr. and a special appearance from Miracle Roottrees in his 68th year on God's earth. Children now welcome. Celebrate with your pastor, Miracle III, and his wife, Nicole. So Miracle the Third ended up with a Nicole. We're gonna start it off as a Manson. Any other non-Roottrees Nicoles? Ah, there's a Nicole Smith. Ah, shoot. Well, we're just gonna have to wait on that one. Just where? preacher? Now I need a photo of him. That's the third. Oh, yeah. Of course I have a photo of him. It's right there. Jesus. Hell yeah! Hell yes. Booyah! Alright. I don't think I have another picture for him, though. Would he then be a preacher? I guess. Nothing on this side yet. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's fine. Narrow things down. Playing music settings. Okay. Wait, which is the last? Actually, I've filled in a star, filled in a star, filled. Shouldn't have more stars to fill, but I think there's more to learn from one of them. List. Yep, they're all done. Okay, now we just gotta kind of go with it. Okay. The boys. Our boys. Can I? All right. Was he in another picture? Well, maybe, but. Like, is Sam like an illegitimate child or like a lover? Couldn't tell you. Okay. We're gonna go through all of the evidence. We're gonna find everything that could be something. Let's start right at the beginning. Okay. Where's the first one? Okay, A Life Between Wars by Lauren Roottrees. We're done, Lauren. Her and her husband are good, but she says a lot about her family. So, yeah, we already know her dad is the one. It's not her mom's side, that's the Roottrees. So that is boy. That is boy. Clark Rafferty. And he would have been in one of those pictures. The Free Spirit Generation picture. Would have been these. Wouldn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he would be. Hang on, I have to now go back to that picture. This one. Carl's the teenager in the middle. Alright? And then someone's pregnant. Oh god, I keep clicking the wrong places. Okay, so this is across the Carl line generation. All along here. So there also would have been this one. James? Jim. Also, which one's Miracle Jr.? He looks like he's wearing a lab coat. And one of these be Miracle Jr. Oh yeah, because I guess Miracle the Third probably wouldn't be born yet. Miracle Jr. See that photo? He's blonde as hell. I'm gonna guess he's this one. Miracle Jr. I... I'm gonna put it on him. No, it's fine. It's fine. Because the other one... What are you wearing? Oh, that's Eli. Wearing a name tag and everything. Okay, so where? Oops, no, I mean down here. No, Elias can't be here. Because Elias Jr. is a name. Oh, well, I guess that could be over here. There's another Elias in here, and then an Elias Jr. Ah! Okay, we can't do that one yet. Then we got... Okay, hang on. I gotta use paper for this. Use real life pen and paper to write some shit out because it's way faster than trying to do it. Shoot. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'll do women and then Bonnie. And then it's next President Guy Hudson. Is his name Guy Hudson? Or is this a kid saying next President Guy Hudson? We're just gonna put Hudson over here. Ernie Jr. Carolyn. Gwyneth. I should put M. Gwyndoline. Oh, see, Eli M. So it's not Eli Jr., this is Eli M. So it's someone in that line that then has a kid named Eli Jr. I feel like it would be weird for the brother to name, but then he would have to have a kid. So it's gotta be someone over here. Okay, alright, that's fine. Gwendolyn, Miracle, Jr., James, Clark is a boy, Carl is a boy, Eli M. Oops, why am I going over there? Which we know who Eli M is. And then we know that that's Carl. Okay, who else can we determine based on, you know, the looks that we already know? Okay, let's go back to our family tree. Okay, so we have here we go. So we already did Carl. James is in there somewhere. We don't know which one. But and now we can probably guesstimate. I'm gonna say it's probably this guy. Oh yeah. He's got that look, you know? Clark. We don't know who Clark looks like. What Clark looks like. We don't know what Clark looks like. God, I can't speak. Miracle Third. So, yeah, Miracle Jr. was looped into this generation because he's so young. boys. Which, wait, didn't it say that she couldn't? No, it doesn't say that she couldn't make it. So she is she, I can't, my brain is going offline for a second here. So Gwen's boys would be in there. We know it's not Clark, Carl. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be Eli M. Not Miracle Jr. Not James. Okay, it's not Clark. Not Carl, not James. Not Miracle Jr. It's either Eli M., Ernie Jr., Hudson. Those are the three that could go there. So then the other ones, she had three older brothers. I don't know if they had. And I know nothing of over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 more that were unaccounted for. Actually, that little girl could probably be this one. That's probably Stephanie. Stephanie, what is it, Johnson? But she would be a Stephanie. Or was it Samantha? God damn. Stephanie Jones. So it might make sense that she'd be over here. But she's also really young. So which one? She wouldn't be Jones. Oh no, she's married though. So... okay, we have nothing over here. So we have no idea what ages people are. Mwah! Okay, let's do this one for a sec. Okay, we know that. We know this one. Hasn't confirmed it yet, but we know who that one is. That leaves us 2 girls and a boy. They're with Aunt Gwendolyn. Oh, Gwendolyn is one of them. But Gwendolyn's in. Is there with Aunt Gwendolyn? You know, photo. Pop is on the left, yeah. So that's. So one of these is Aunt Gwendolyn, but then there's a Gwendolyn in the next generations down. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to find Gwen's stuff. It might say if she's related on her father or her mother's side, and then we'll at least know. Because it'll be his picture going in there if it's a boy. If it's a boy. There we go. Oh, well, I'll have to actually go look her up again then. Wait, can I? Is that a search, baby? Okay. Gwen Roottrees. So I guess it would be her father's side, unless... wait, no, hang on. Founder of the Roottrees. She shouldn't even be named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's famous name. So that's a girl. And probably Gwendolyn. Which would make sense, because this is Gwen. Maybe. Again, I don't know for sure. But I want to find out these 5. I mean, I'm guessing he's the oldest, so he's going to be like the junior. And he looks the proudest, and so Eli Jr. would be the one who have designed it. But then we don't know the name of the 5th sibling yet, do we? It would be Elias Jr., right? Because that's Elias. Gotta get it. Do I have another? No. he become? No. Zach was the next president. Which isn't one of the names that I recognize. Anyways. Okay, we're just gonna plunk his little picture in there. And we don't know which picture goes with which girl. And then I'm guessing this is Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. Let's... Does it... I just need a list of their kids' names. Which ones are of which generation? Like, I feel like... I don't know. Yeah, this one, it has one... Right. You've been in this line over a long time, so there's one more. Pretty rare to get something that useful. Best to take advantage of it. As you progress, these numbers will change. Want more evidence or lock in family members? New discoveries will be added to the list. That evidence will become less useful. What is... The higher the number, the more there is to find. So I don't want to go with low number. I want to go with high number. Which is this one. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at Clark. He's getting married too young, obviously. We see here with the divorce. We need to know her last name. Okay. And Danielle isn't much older, but like, what's her last name right now? There's two Danielles. Okay. This is talking about Zach the president. Imagine a thump. I have all my windows open, so like, I'm hearing neighbors doing stuff, which is fine, but you know, I'm not used to it. It's been winter. Ah, the fly has died. Oh my god, I'm gonna knock shit everywhere. I gotta move this table. I've moved my furniture. My desk is usually over here. So I'm in a little different position, but now this is too wide. So I'm gonna move this over there, take that set of drawers over here. That'll be all my going outside stuffs. My house is an absolute disaster right now because I'm moving furniture, but it'll be really nice when it's done. Okay. Pirate stories I used to invent with Jacob when we were walking in the woods after school. Her husband's Jacob, right? Yeah. Oh, it's just laughter. That's fine. Even my cousins are doing well. Hang on. Hold up. Carrying on his last name. Is there a Clark Roottrees? No. And oh my god. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. Oh, the father's name. Oh my god, all the Roottrees are the ones obsessed with name, and now I'm. Anywho. So Zach and his sister. So there is a 2-sibling pair left. Not that one, so it's over here. Yeah, it's in this generation. So one of them is Zach, right? And he's the firstborn of the firstborn or whatever. Where did I highlight that? The firstborn son of the firstborn. 5-piece. Oh. This is not Elias Jr. This is one of the girls. And it's probably Gwendolyn. But then this is Gwyn. I wish there was like spots in each generation that I could throw names into just to remember like where kind of they are. So this is one of the ladies. So then this is, hold up. Where did I put that note? Where did it come from? A Life Between Wars Dynasty. Let me just get over to there. There we go. So I don't know what I'm going with Zach. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy. He's the firstborn son of the firstborn. 5-piece. Okay. And Zach and his sister. So my guess is this is Zach. Ooh, it would be this one. Mr. Morden. And this is Gwendolyn. And we don't know which one is her picture. And then this is the other lady, which we don't have the name for. It's a root tree. You know what, let's just say Margalite, because that feels rightish. And then this will be Eli Jr. Elias Jr., sorry. Which is this boy. Okay. So now we know where Zach is. And then there was, somebody said future Mr. President guy, Hudson. But that's, no. Okay, so he was the second president. I just need a photo of him. Next president guy, Hudson. Oh no, because that's this generation. I need the one before it for Zach. Just this one. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Oh, they made the joke about him being the only one who looks like he samples the products. So that's this fella. No, something's wrong somewhere. Do I have 3 where I have all the answers? Put it. She would be a housewife. Hold up. She would have also been a housewife. And also, since we're gonna be, what was the name? This one. Danielle. Okay. just throw a Danielle in here. And if it's not that one, then it'll be a different Danielle. I say Frank's. Okay, now we're just gonna plug these pictures in. Probably the other way around. Yeah. Baby. Hell yes. And it was Danielle Franks. I don't know why. Snappy. Booyah, baby.
You're listening to WRTD.
It's time for your headlines. Once an
Once an
hour,
hour, every hour,
on the
on the
45.
45.
It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s
I know where it is,
that
baby.
Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a
God.
thing and why. For that article,
Family
search
Doku.
online for WRTD News.
It's called
Again,
Logic Puzzles,
That's WRTD.
which I love. No, thank you. What's my new piece of evidence? Oh, just another. WRTD. Investigative jazz radio station. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay, the most recent hour, they also talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash and promised an interview online with a psychologist. During the interview, it was revealed that there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with the key to the office took the picture. After discovering the pipes burst due to the recent storm, this most likely means it was someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. Okay. Okay, that's good. We can do that. Don't believe their lies. This is just another instance of the Roottree curse being real. Nah, shish. But Carl was murdered and the picture had evidence on it. No. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, cool. Whatever. Back to what we were doing. So then it's the other lovely lady's photo that goes there. Now what he built, he would be an architect. Tech, lawyer, preacher. That was the... So 1, 2... Because I've got... Where's the third that's filled in? I don't have anybody else filled in. Why is it saying 15 out of 18? Unknown. I don't have anybody else fully filled in. 1, 2. Why does it say there's 15? Gotta have to zoom out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. I got lost count because I was gonna count them all as one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I do have 15 locked in. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure those two are correct. So we're gonna go back. It's still this one that's giving us the most. Call me a hypocrite. That's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. So we know that that's Clancy Jr. Send him to the academy. That's where I sent him to the academy. Were they military? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers. So we got a musician. Could be an artist and a dancer. Around here. For the immediate. spectrum. Yes, we can just test it. Okay. Generation is never so bad. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. This must be Edward. Edward. Take over his office. That would be a lawyer. Bam. Hell yes. Oh.
So, you may have heard the news.
Wow.
Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it.
Pause right there.
But I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime.
So they smelled it.
Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed. I'm a root tree. I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more, in person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
Okay. It's a lot, but, you know, whatever. Let's know. Okay, let's just tell me this one has a lot. What do I want to? Author, lawyer. What could these two be? Could they also be lawyers? Because it's, you know, sons of lawyers. Let's read through these kind of skim through. I'm not gonna read every sentence. That's the lawyer. Notes. Clanced trust. Children by alarms, fathers in this generation. Okay. Not like that one has much right now. Plaints. Gwen, Onan and her, Aunt Margot. Oh, yeah, that's where I could have gotten that it was, Marguerite. Now I gotta know what her husband's name is. He'd be the only male that would go by a different name. Last name. Thought I heard someone getting yelled at. I don't know, though. Okay. Talking about starlets. Just gonna leave my ears off. Clancy in this. Clancy. Clancy. So he was there too. Architect, preachers, and lawyers. Nobody got time for candy. Okay. So, Quincy was supposed to be president. So what would make him qualified? Since he was volunteer, but what's his career? He laughed about a woman being president. I told him it wouldn't go to us. Okay, that's fine. Sam. Right. Sam. Raven out there somewhere. I'm working along farmhands EC and John. Elias C. And where's John? I don't know. But AC might be this. So he would be a farmer. And John. Must be another one of the cousins. I don't know. Okay. Zach checked the records a minute to confirm all three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest. Not my brother. Miracle's youngest is Eli. Would be Elias Miracle. Oh. Picture now. He's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. Was I back one? Dynasty, yeah. Jeezers. Oh no, that was. Right, Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools. Taught him how to make his bike faster. See, he's probably older. Could it be like, you know, his boyfriend? We just had to, you know? With EC and John. Oh yeah, Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy, so Uncle Junior was with Patsy. Maybe Patricia? There's no Patsy. Oh, there's another Patricia. There's two, but we're just gonna put that one on for now. Okay, Patricia. Patsy. Okay, I'm starting to think Sam goes here. here? We're just gonna guess that for now. Okay. Na 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 na. Now that's about Clark getting married. Pop Forest Clancy. So I'm guessing he's military. What would that be under? Would it be under military? What? No, because I don't know what he. More money than any one person can spend. They all aspire to be musicians, and artists, and dancers, and all sorts of nonsense. The only one who has any discipline is Carl, because he went to the academy. Maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never so bad. It's not bad. We need artists and musicians. All of the things. The only thing we ever did was bring someone who would be illegal to marry, blah, 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 blah. Right, and he's the lawyer. Edward is, for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart. Okay. Should I look up? I'm gonna look up Swashbuckle My Heart. Oops. What should be doing it under? This at this point? No, so should be doing it under. What was her married name? Rafferty? Rafferty. X marks. Re-released as X marks the spot. Isn't that what I put? Okay, probably didn't put it under Roottrees. There we go. Oh. There we go, baby. Can I zoom out from this? Not cool. The new diary opens with an explosive incident that happened in the decade between the release and the re-release of Lauren's diary. Elias Roottree had died. Sam, Samantha. Not Sam, Sam. There's a Samantha. Samantha Roottree. Although Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance, he had a stipulation that she retain the rights to run the farm and any and all decisions related to it. So then who is Samantha? It was then that the scandalous secrets came out. None of the 5 pieces were surprised, but it was quite a shock to everyone else, including Sam. She had been told her parents died. Apparently Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. Okay. Christensen. So that would then be Samantha Roottree. Patricia, the daughter of a local steel mogul, and Eli Jr. harbored a secret romance at age 16. She became pregnant, and after the birth, her father refused to let her see Eli Jr. ever again. Her baby, Samantha, was sent to the Roottrees. Elias hid her away with a local farmhand known as E.C. Okay, so that wouldn't have been him. So he's probably not a farmer. And E.C. and John. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. That was the end of that, almost. None of the next gens ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr. and they finally married in their 50s. Okay, Lauren mentioned the wedding in her first diary without knowing Patsy's history. Okay. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, ever the romantic, quite appreciated this. When Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married, Elias decided Sam should have been a Roottree in the first place. Even though she was not part of the clan's trust, he wanted to include her in family affairs. That was what led to Lauren's initial entry, entitled Sam. Okay. That's the... Okay. I'm catching in here. Next. This is a page of additional notes. Context from 10-year anniversary. Clearly, I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. Didn't even know Sam was a Roottree. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman, had the chance to grow up with us. Had she had the chance to grow up with us? Had she the chance? English, man! Sam might have been the sister figure Gwen never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. Would that be Ernie, her husband? Okay. Oh, didn't mean to exit that, but Ernie, I guess. I don't know what the last name would be, but Ernie Jr., but I don't know if that's first or second born. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. It has been a long, long time since any real Roottree was as excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As a bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. Green thumb. Okay. So she's the farmer. Right. Because I keep opening or closing that by mistake. Farmer. What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. Baby, thank you. Oh no, I guess there wouldn't be a photo for that. Oh, but there is. Was she in that photo? Green eyes, baby. Okay. She doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course, but I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. So the ones with glasses in the next gens. Photo. That one. And that one. But I don't know which one's which. Okay. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operations would pass to Samantha Roottrees for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it to him a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money, after all, and was essentially inheriting the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. What dicks. Pop warned us away from that farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor, and I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. John Miller. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either, but even so, she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problems with us next gens, but she has a palpable hatred for the Five Pieces and Elias and Gwyneth. Because her kids had the glasses. But I don't know which one was older. Reading this back, I get deja vu. As I write this addendum, Clark's gotten married again. No Roottrees has ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob, and Gwyn divorced Wild Bill. Wild Bill! Okay, so it's Wild Bill. That is with Gwyn. But I don't know, what was his... Wild Bill something. God damn, now I gotta look at it again. This one. Williams. Wild Bill Williams. There is no Williams. Oh, next president, Guy Hudson. This is odd. Oh my god, there is unknown male and female, but that's it. I wish there was generation. Deborah B. There's no William. Am I missing one? Am I missing a William? A Bill? A Billiam? Not even a... I am so confused. I'm gonna do that. Is it Williams? Williams? There we go. Wow, Bill Williams. He appeared. Is there a Williams? There was a Wilkins. Fortune favors the grave, blah blah blah. He was known for his good looks. Off-screen romances, specifically with blondes. Blah 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 blah. Wild Bill grew up in Paris, France. Okay. So we know he's gonna have a French name. Oh, could they be? No. No particularly French names that would work. I guess there's LaRue, but that's Rafferty LaRue. I don't know. Let's throw a Jane in here, because I think that is how we end up with the these kids. Are there any other Rafferty dash? Okay, then this is probably Chris Rafferty with who knows? Okay, let's go back to our evidence. Where were we? Right. She divorced Wild Bill. Not that I can blame her, but neither of us ever took a second husband. With the way the world is moving, I guess it was inevitable somebody in this family would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped. More than I can say for Clancy or Edward. Okay, he stepped up and helped. More than those two. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. And Jim, okay. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers. Okay, I'm following what this is saying. My brain was thinking it was a whole lot. Okay, never mind. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's marriage seems solid as a rock. Pun intended. How's that? Oh, diamond. I get it. So who knows what causes these things? Okay. I suspect he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. Without her, he'd be the third wheel. And I imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio, but still, I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation. So, Jane? Oh, so maybe Jane was... Is there a different Jane? Is that Jane? No, there's no other Jane, so like... There's two Rafferty LaRues, though. But now we know he was in a band. So Clark Rafferty. There we go. Someone scanned the cupboard and noted that it cost him up to $200 at auction. His reformed with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister. And it was only somewhat similar to Jim and Diamond's later works. Okay. Okay, CJ and JD. Jim and Diamonds, C and J. Be Clark and Jane. Okay. Vocals by the LaRue, so they were sisters. And they were roommates? Oh, that's not good. should we put him down as musician? I don't know what his most recent one was. Which means Clark is this one. Okay. Now this. What else? We're gonna just slip these back to unknown. Because I don't actually know. Unknown. Unknown. Okay. Okay, back to this. Okay, and then they were in a band together. Not the best way to go about things. Whatever. Okay. From the 10-year anniversary re-release. The biggest complaint I got after publishing my diary was how many similar names there are. Yeah, there's 4 Eli's for Pete's sake. That's how it is. Someone would say I saw Eli in town, and I wouldn't know which one they meant. My uncle, my brother, my cousin. That's why they became Uncle Junior, or Miracles Eli, or Eli C. Our family's names were always unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those in the last. His father was Grandma Gwyneth's father. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy, so now you see where my pop's name came from. One thing that's always been consistent in our family, though, is that anytime someone's a junior, they're always a firstborn son, I figured. Miracle Eli or even Clancy. With the women, however, it all goes out the window. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. Which one is Gwendolyn that isn't? Was a mix of... well, we don't have Elias's mother in this, right? Now. Okay. Oh, shit. Women's names tend to get all mixed up as the generations went on. I guess that's why there's no female equivalent of a junior. No, we just don't. Our egos aren't that big. So if you're reading my diary and confused, you're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for an Edward Clancy Roottrees. I had to break the news that they got my father's name backwards. Okay. Apparently this is the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. She knows it was for a school assignment about anger, and she believes it's based on the teacher's name. She must have been in the 3rd grade. She doesn't exactly remember the events spelled out here, but does remember getting in trouble. I got angry when I met a new girl who I did not like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked old man down, and she hugged him. When I told her he was my pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, your dad is my dad. Oh no. She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not a nice thing. So I pushed her too. Then I got in trouble. Then Pop took her away. He told me, don't worry, I am glad that she is gone. Huh? Do we have a secret child in here? Because this is her writing it, right? About Pop. Well. Okay. Let's throw some occupations in here. Advertising. Artist. Baby. Doctor. No. Farmer. No, we already tried that one. Another lawyer. Muggle. No. Eh? No. Violet? No. I don't want to go through all of these. Screenwriter. No. Unknown. Okay, we are gonna... Alright, what's it saying now? This is the highest number now. Okay, because yes, Stephanie Jones. Oh, it's rainy outside and it smells great. CM. Carl. CM. Couldn't be Clark. I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company. If you could talk to your girls about supporting Stephanie. CM. Who did he have a conflict with? CM. Oh. There's gonna be a Clancy miracle. Or we're looking at Carolyn Martin, which would be over here. When was this? Unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it's still full of 22 years later, with a baby of her own, due around Christmas. Next, it would be in this generation. So how did he become president after him? Well, not after, but who was after him? Why don't we have like a succession list, you know? Or someone else there. Oh yeah, it could be here too. Caroline Martin. Okay, so that's CM. Or there could be Clancy M. Or, you know what I mean? No, so it's gotta be Carolyn Martin. But ooh, this is a toughie. What year did this come out in, though? When is this from? Like, so we're in 1996 right now, and that's pretty new. So, like, that's very recent. But, like, has she had the baby yet? Is she just still pregnant? Then she might be here. And it could be Carolyn Martin here, or it's here and here. I feel like 3 babies since then is a lot. 2 is even a lot, unless she ended up with twins. Whose Zach's sister had the twins? Okay, so Zach has a sister, right? And that was There goes. Zach's not a bread president. His sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Now. Sister's name. Okay, we're gonna try Googling just their parent. Gwendolyn Roottrees. Wait, is that the same name as the mom? Gwyneth. Okay, Gwendolyn. Is it Gwendolyn Noe? No. James Martin. No. But okay, we know those two belong to Sam. I don't think this one got approved. I don't think that's him in this. He's got to be this one then. Or this one, but I think he's gonna be that one. I don't know. I mean, she owned a farm. Is that still farmer? Or would she have been considered a housewife? Okay, no. Is it? No, yeah, I know this one's right. This one, I mean, I don't know if that was his most recent career. Let's go into this. And that would have been before Diamond got with Jim. But I guess they would have been, but I mean as a duo instead of a quadruplet. I'm starting to fade. Again. So okay, so that does make sense that she would then be down here. Because then yes, the Rafferty LaRues. In whichever order. This one too. Going on down to the city. According to their liner notes, it satirizes how a part of society was content to remain indifferent, blah blah blah. Maybe that's why you never heard it before. Now let's play this while we're reading about it. This image is from auction for a sealed copy. Peter Genomics, blah blah blah. see if there's anything. I don't think there's anything in here that's actually important. I'd say the higher the number, the more information is in it.
On wheels we glide with you by my side. Inflation is rising and so is our pride. Pick our own fate, make love not hate. They fight overseas, but we'd rather skate. Guys all rush to say that I'm pretty. Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Is this the newest? Shouldn't there be like a newer version? A newer one?
So signs up while we boogie down, 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 down. Guys all rush to say that
Generations of Miracles.
ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Okay. Oh yeah, do we know? I think Eli M is the one. Right, because those ones are in the same generation as the other ones. Okay, so we already have Eli M, Carl Clark, G, Miracle Jr. We know where they go. So it's Hudson and Ernie Jr. Hang on, where's an Ernie? Do we have an Ernie? No, so that'll be the husband. Is his name Ernie? He's French. Oh no, Ernest Madsen. Oh no, Ernie's over here. Madsen, right. Hudson. So her boys must not be there. So we got Ernie and Hudson left. And then, I mean, girls. We got... Do we have any of the girls in this generation done yet? No, but these two are twins. So if we look, are there twins in here? Twins! I mean, we don't know if they're twins or twins, but... Oh, and we do know. Gotta stop clicking out of those. That these two are the bespectacled ones. We're just gonna throw them in any order for now. So this would be Ernie Jr. Okay, so we got him. So she's gonna be Bonnie, Carolyn, Gwyneth. Gwyneth M or Gwendolyn. I'm gonna guess that this is Gwyneth M. Oh no, because we got Martin over here. But we know these two are twins. it's either... Where am I going? It's either a boy-girl twin pair, which I would think would be these two, or it could be twins. Okay, so that's Clark. That one's Miracle Jr. This is Eli. M. Okay, so we do have a picture for him. We know which one he is. Eli M. Right here, and he was a mechanic. Or at least he was a mechanic. That's Eli. This one is Ernie Jr. This one I don't know. Not Jim. It could be Hudson. So that's Carl, and then I'm pretty sure this is Jim. Okay, so I know for sure Miracle Jr. And then that's Eli. And the next one is Ernie Jr. because he has glasses. And then I don't know. And then Carl. And then I'm fairly certain James. So then there's Hudson and Clark. I'll leave that one and this one. I guess this is Clark. He seems moody back there. We're gonna just that one on there. Okay. I keep going to a different piece of evidence. This is November. So I know that's a name now. Okay, so now we just gotta figure out. Pretty sure. So then this would be Hudson. And he could go. That one was my doing. Next president guy, Hudson. It would make sense, because I don't see that last name, that it would be here. We're gonna put Guy Hudson, Bonnie Hudson. And he was one of the presidents. We're gonna say third. He might have been fourth. I don't know. And then it was Bonnie. Okay. And then we have Carolyn, Gwyneth M, and Gwendolyn. There still are M. Oh yeah, I guess this would be. Oh, Gwyneth Madsen. Okay, so we know which one that is. Okay, we know Bonnie. So then we have Carolyn and Gwendolyn. Martin. They're both. Okay, Carolyn and Gwendolyn are both that guys. There we go, Carolyn. Gwendolyn, where are you? other Morden up here. Oh no, I guess this could be Angelica. This would be Angelica Morton because we're going by birth name. And she would have married Chris Hudson. This would have been housewife. No, I think because she owned the farm, I would think. This would be farmer, but I should be getting now. She would be in that picture. This one. Okay, no, we do know where she goes. That's Sam. That one is her. Yeah! Yay, guys, we did it! Nice. Oh, but I didn't get those other pictures right. That one's not him. It's the other guy. This is the one with the beard. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I'm pretty sure. And was it him? Oh, now you fix it to be. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, red hair. Yep. That's making sense. Maybe he was fourth. I don't know. We got Carolyn and Gwendolyn. And that's November. So who would be really young in that generation? Oh. Of course. Yeah, right? I'm gonna put her over here. I don't know, child, student. What year was? In the 70s, it's the 90s, it's 20 years later. She's probably a college student. Huh? No, okay. We'll just leave it there like that for now. Eli on the left means how much he looks like fathers. That means Clancy looks like this. But then I'm not getting. This is hard. Okay, now we got Carolyn and Gwendolyn from that photo, which would be these two. Just noises. So we're just gonna, let's just throw them on there. It's one or the other. We can get these photos sorted at least. Okay, I think I got everyone from this one too. Not confirmed on those, but I know I got those ones. This was Ernie. Ernie, wasn't it over here? Ernie Madsen, okay. And then it would have been Ernie Jr. maybe. Sorry, I just got a text for a sec. It's about the dog sitting I did earlier. Cool. Okay. To Carl and Brenda. Oh, so that means Carl's wife's name. Oh no, we already know it. To Carl and Brenda. So sorry you were unable to attend the funeral. Okay. As well as how Carl has carried on for him after taking over. Did together as well as. This too, Carl? Shouldn't that be a different name? As for myself, it is impossible to express my gratitude to your visit, Brenda. So it's Debbie and Nicole. Right? I would think. We're gonna say Deborah Bean because I don't have another one right now. Well, I guess I could go looking, but we're just gonna say that. This one is the baby. Should be Nicole Madsen, right? Yeah. And we don't know where she's at. And we can just say student K-12. I don't know what year this was, but that's a fairly nice photo, so it's probably later on, you know? Okay. Nose has some photos for me to... Right, and these are the boys. With the boys who went to film school. They won't be Roottrees, though. He looks older. Oops. He looks younger. Film school, but I don't know if he would be like a director. Maybe. And then I don't know what last name they would have. Okay, what's something where there's 3 male names on the same last name? Jones, no. Oh, that's rough. What? You know what? I'm not gonna litigate yet. Oh, it's probably David the Third, and then Bethany and David the Fourth are the kids. Right? Do we have one that has... I really want to guess it's here. Oh, but then there would be a third one. I don't know, man. Okay, let's just go back. I'm not looking at Kellogg anymore. That's so funny. Because, well... I find that really interesting, and I want to find out... Oh, wait. Would that be... Hang on. No, that wouldn't be. Oof, that's a tough one. Okay, and then we have Quaritch. No. We know where those go. These are the Roottrees. Back to them. Wilson. Zach and Jim. Like, she's married to Wild Bill Williamson. Whatever the frick. Ooh, this tough. CM. That could be Carolyn Morton. Ooh, hang on. Does that say anything about unconventional family? Okay, so I'm gonna guess this is Carolyn Morton. And this is Gwendolyn. Right? Because then CM. Her only kid. Unconventional family, adoption, all of that kind of stuff, okay? So Stephanie Jones fits in here. Right? Maybe not. Did she change her name or something? Oh, right, she would have married into Jones. So it would be Stephanie Landon, maybe? And a Mark Landon. Okay, okay. We'll put Mark Landon. Politics. Her husband would be Brian Jones. Unless she fits somewhere else where then there's one below where she's had the baby, but that looks pretty new, so I don't know if she would have had the baby yet. Or maybe this is Brian Jones. Are they married yet in this? I don't know. Where was the first generation to not be housewives? Where did that? Because then she could have been housewife. Look her up. P flag. Okay, so she divorced Mark, and then she would have got with a woman. Makes sense, right? Which would explain the conflict, too. But, like, with who? Okay, let's look up Stephanie. What is she? Jones? Stephanie Jones. Alright. Be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times. Oops. Oh, I hit the back button on my mouse. Okay. So we're looking for Stephanie Jones in that. Small report, yeah. Okay. Born Stephanie Landon. Isn't that what I put, right? That is what. Stephanie Landon. Tell her, oh, Brian Jones. Brian Jones, okay. Put him there. I guess I could have put him there before. Grew up in a home without a father with my mother and her partner. I essentially had an entirely female influence. Good. She's a distant cousin of the Roottrees. Her mother, Caroline, a local artist. Has appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past, has often come out opposed to the corporation's policies regarding deforestation of indigenous trees to expand their maple farms. Good. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay. So now we want to look up Caroline. What's her last name? Morton. Printouts. Atlantis, Burton. Art and the Beauty of Women. Nice. Copy. Symbolize a society split by indecision, whether women should be equals or something to protect or abuse. The picture on the front page has been added to your evidence. Okay, so now we're going to look up that, the library. By dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Okay, hang on. Eloise and Stephanie. Eloise. Just Eloise, I guess. Okay. Black and white pictures. There's a full color nude self-portraits of different ages. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. Art is art. In the intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. Sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie. Got that. Cousin Bonnie. Settling for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. Dr. Wilson. Okay, so it's one of these. We're just gonna say Jason for right now. Completely bogus. Their marriages led her to double down on her passions, art and the environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees company's effect on the local environment and rues how she was not able to convince her father Zach to make changes to policy. She also explains that her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile moments in her life. and that the only good thing they ever gave her was a daughter. Oh, cool. Okay, so now I've got those names in there. Yeah. I feel like I should have. There's 1, 2, and then maybe he's president. 3rd. Oh, maybe he's over here. That's my problem. Guy Hudson. President the 4th or the 3rd? Maybe the 3rd? Yeah! Yeah! Look at all that rightness. Hell yes. Now what's wrong with you? Was it the wrong picture? Oh. Probably this. And then this. Now the other Hudson. Bonnie. I don't want to say she was a housewife, but I feel like that generation probably was. Wilson kids. Okay, we have this. Oh wow. Nice. Caroline's not next to Sculpture, Atlantis Burden. Okay, that is correct now. You're gonna probably be housewife. Unfortunately. This game's so fun. This is like Return to the Obra Dinn. I'm gonna play that again in a few months when I've forgotten everything and what happens. And we're gonna play it together, all of us. So it's not Jason. Let's try Steven. Okay, so now I got those ones. Who is 4th president then? Because we have 5th president here. And they're in the same generation. Oh, I'm so glad that was Bean. Deborah Bean. Oh, I gotta. Yeah, that's. I hope. Oh, did they say something about her mom? Okay. No, I know his didn't pull anything up. Let's try the Hudsons. Fancy Flavors was an addition to the 5-piece product line for less than a year in 1979. It was Guy Hudson's first and historically most cited move as president of Roottrees. In an attempt to cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted, the guy looked at his own wealth, which was often a source of envy for others, and decided to tap into the idea that if they added fancy flavors to 5 pieces, anyone could live like the wealthy. This philosophy led to a flavor in 5 pieces that was meant to mimic caviar. Disgusting. 5 pieces sold less that year than it had any other year except in some foreign markets. It was quickly announced that caviar was meant to be a limited flavor and go back to normal as soon as possible. Oof. Buddy. No. Okay. Drew had the twins. She probably also ended up having twins. Honestly. So we... Okay. Ernest Jr. Madsen. Or Deborah Bean. No. Okay. Oh, and this didn't get confirmed. So that's not... Is there a different Jane? Getting remarried again to Jane. No, because it said again. Remarried again. So it would only make sense if it was here. Because then there's also the Rafferty LaRue game. Cool. And say anything about their kids. That's a fashion designer. I don't need to. Doesn't say anything about cousins. Okay, what do I still not have up here? Like, was it not military then? Were you a pilot? Junior, maybe. Elias. It's just gonna give me this. What about... then he was the youngest. Maybe let's put her here. Just work on a psychology student for now. No, well. It's a tough one. And her, like, who? What is Wild Bill Williams' real name? Is it David the Third? And this is David the Fourth? And this is Bethany? Oh, it could be here. David the Third. David the Fourth. And Bethany. We're just gonna look up David Kellogg. I'm spelling it wrong, aren't I? Kellogg. That's only one where only 3 names fit. What do I... The higher the number, the more there is to find. So now here there's the most to find. Okay. Chicken McDisco so sweet. That mean his dad is a politician. Let's try politics. I'm just gonna put military, because I feel like... sister over here. Did we get that? Yeah, that picture's her. So then... Getting remarried again. Always be glad with you by my side. Preaching is rising, but lives of pride. Pick up, pick up, make love, not hate. I'm not finding much in here. What's the next 6? usually have one flavor that looks more like a berry. So flavors. There's also a history of print advertising website that claims to have it. Oh, cool. The Sweet History of Candy, Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Oops, I didn't want to do that. My bad. Back here. Oh. Go library. Oh. There we go. Cool. Let's go look at the new ad. Okay. Okay. Modern candy for modern society. The Roottrees are a proud family, blah, blah, blah. Roottrees, 5 pieces. G is for grape. E is for elderberry. CE is for cinnamon extract. M is for melon. N, introducing M for miracle baby. Baby berry. I'm getting tired. Oh. So that's all the kids. Grape. I got grape. Elderberry. Cinnamon extract. And the M's. Okay. I mean, that would have been helpful before. But now they have new flavors. What even is that? There we go. On her 16th birthday. There we go. Okay. Miss and Brother Trouble. I don't know if he's interested. Win a trip to the set of a new movie. One important thing I learned from an early age is that my dreams are not outside our grasp. My grandpa was a college professor who taught lectures about history. He always told me that history is full of people from famous families who wasted their fame and fortune by taking it for granted. Instead, he told me, like, my grandpa was a college professor. Teacher. Or professor. Is professor on there? No. Traveler. Is college professor on here? Am I just missing? Principal, maybe? Professor, there it is. Jeezers, I can't read today. Taught lectures about history, blah, blah, blah. I think he may have practiced that lecture a lot because I have other people in my family that have also made the Roottrees name famous for things besides candy. His older sister even wrote a book that some of my friends had to read in school. Took his advice, and now I work with my mom designing clothing. I help decide what colors and patterns I want to model, and then she designs the clothing with a team of amazing men and women. Although my grandpa passed away earlier this year, Grandma Laura tells me he was really proud of things he'd accomplished. Laura. Say Laura Carlson for now. There's another Laura kicking around. Nope. Maybe he was president the 4th. No. Goddamn. Well, let's put our picture over here. And then we'll find out next time we get a 3. Okay. That gave us a name. There we go. I sent out a Christmas card every year. It's accompanied by some pictures as well as some history about the fan club. Apparently, even though it is no longer available to join, they still honor it themselves personally. There's a fierce debate in the subsequent posts about whether that's cool or pathetic. It's cool. Only one is relevant. His daughter, the young son Wolf, as well as a note about daughter's band, the Floozies. Okay. Now we're gonna search that. City, they mentioned passive. Loud, fast, and repetitive, but not in the good way. The trio was cagey about their identities. The reviewer asked who they were. She was told they were rumored to be the children of other famous musicians and didn't want that to be why they became popular. The reviewer also mentioned that for an underground and unknown band with absolutely no following, their equipment is all extremely expensive, and not only were they selling CDs, but they only cost $1. They probably were losing a fortune. Get out of here, fruit fly. The reviewer said although she bought a copy, she would be unlikely to ever listen to any of it again, except maybe Beef Baby. The 7th track. There's no picture of the Floozies performing live, but the cover from the CD they're selling, Conquistador, has been added to your evidence. Oh my god, I love them. Okay, first we're gonna look at this one. That's the son, Wolf. Young son. Wolf Roottrees. I'm guessing he's still a student. Wait, what year was this from? 96, 2 years ago. Yeah, he's gonna still be a student. I'm gonna pay to 12. Maybe college. I don't know. Conquistador. Candy. Musician. There we go. I'm gonna have to sign off for the night soon. Not right away, but soon, because I gotta go make myself some noodles. Oh god, I did guess the Kellogg's correctly. And that should not be there. Because then why do we have 2 different Rafferty LaRues? That's weird. Oh, we're not gonna. Okay, so we got those 2. And we confirmed a bunch of stuff. Okay. period after it. But then I don't know how I'm gonna find these ones. Okay. Evidence. Okay. What year? 64. So this would have been 74. It was only 10 years. 74. There's gotta be newer stuff about Clark. Need for me someday will come through that this tree will be the last of what was we. Passing years, all paths diverge, forever's rambling onward surge. One source behind old memories, but find their way to difference. Wait, hang on. Could he have then married one of the another LaRue? I don't know. Sorry. Someday these times. Hey, wait. Is there another Rafferty? Hold up. Who else was this? Nina. I don't think they would have been. No, okay. I don't think those are gonna be people we gotta worry about. Okay, so we're going back to. Over. We'll take her. Tell ourselves these stories older. Dwell on warmth, ignore their colder. Probably yearn for what could be. Rooted in my youth memory. Let's just listen.
Life is life, love shall be. Me for you, and you
This one doesn't have a
for
play
me.
button, right?
Someday will come, though, that this tree will be the last of what
When was
was
this?
we. With passing years, all paths diverge.
When was
Rivers
this?
rambling, onward
79.
surge. One source behind old memories, but find their ways to different seas. Someday these times will all be over. Dew dries on the morning clover. So take my hand beneath the tree.
Look at us this could teach me. You know what I mean? And like I think of is that this that he was a politician. That's why they're singing about all of that. I think it's time to take a break. Good lord. It's been almost 4 hours. Okay. What's that? The papers in the way. I can't see nothing. Okay. Oh.
Love still flows, our hearts heart beating. For now, ignore fate's destiny. Two roads to cross.
I didn't realize I could look at things in here. Oh, cute.
Someday these times will all be over.
Riot girl.
Dew dries on the morning clover.
Anything else I can put on that isn't?
So take
Okay. I'm gonna have to log off to this lovely song. Okay, well, we will continue this another day. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I'm gardening tomorrow, but otherwise, who knows? Who knows? So, oh, God, my eyes are itchy. I'm gonna go eat and try not to fall asleep too early. Have a good one. Love you. All the hearts. I'll see you next time.